the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand.
Good day. Welcome to Pagepedia Videography Challenge. My name is Omerina Sandra, your host for today. With us we have a veteran actor, a man whose life is worthy of emulation, Mr. Nobert Young. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
So, sir, could you please tell us about yourself?
Nobert Young is my name, from Efuru in Delta State. I'm an Robo. I was born some 56 years ago in Sapele to a family of 8 children, and I'm the last of the 8. My father was a teacher, a headmaster. My mother was a nurse. And my early life I spent in Sapele and the environs, depending on where my mother especially was posted to at that time. And attended primary school in Sapele and in Lagos, attended secondary school in a place called Agalokwe, in Delta State, very close to Eku and Abraka. And after that, I worked briefly in the civil service as an accounts clerk before I got into the University of Theatre Arts, at University of Ibadan. I had a diploma in theatre arts, and then I went to University of Benin to get a BA in theatre arts. Yeah, and did youth service in Kano. I taught in one secondary school called Aminu Kano Commercial College in Kano. I taught history and English. And after youth service, I came back to Lagos and started working for an advertising firm as a copywriter. And that's Rockfort Advertising. And in 1992, I left Rockfort and started as managing director of another advertising agency called Angels Communications. But that, I had to leave again in 1995, December, and went solo, practicing what I studied in school. And since then, I've been practicing theater. And over the years, I got engaged in what really gives me joy. That's bringing up young people. That's why this place is around. The one very dynamic young Catholic priest, Reverend Father Michael Moore, decided to open a place where people can be taught the rudiments of media, that is acting, cinematography and editing. And then he brought me in to pursue my passion. I had a school of my own where I taught acting, where he said we should join forces here. So since 2012, we have been teaching actors, young actors, acting, cinematography and editing. Yeah, one of the greatest passion I have, training the youth. Yeah.
Sir, how's the experience been so far? I mean, teaching as a teacher, how's the experience been so far?
It's been very, very rewarding. It's not as if I'm a trained teacher. It's just that I like imparting into people in the best way I can. I'm not a formally trained teacher. But the experience has been very rewarding, because when you take people who practically know nothing about acting, and then at the end of 3 months, they are able to convince you in a play that they have learned something about acting. It's very rewarding, very fulfilling. You take raw talents from nowhere, you brush them up, teach them, and at the end of 3 months, they are ready to go into the acting market. Yeah. Okay,
so sir, so far so good. What would you say is your greatest career accomplishment?
I haven't accomplished anything yet. I've not accomplished anything yet. I don't think. Maybe I will never get it until I die, but I don't think I've had any challenging stuff that has really taxed me to that point that I will say is my most challenging. There are a few, yeah, but that's not what I think my training is for. It's for greater things, yeah.
So, sir, since you said you've not accomplished anything yet to you, what would you say is your personal or professional goal for the future?
to be the best that they can be in terms of performing arts,
Okay.
not just acting alone.
Okay.
Could be also in directing, because the truth is my major in school was directing, not even acting.
Okay.
Yeah, and I do both now. But I like to be seen as the director of a world acclaimed stage production,
Okay.
or seen on the world stage as an Oscar winner. That would probably mean I've achieved something. I have achieved something in Nigeria because I was Best Actor in Real Awards 1999. That's an achievement that I'm proud of, but it's just still the beginning of where I want to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, in retrospect, yeah, what do you think, or what do you wish you knew? You know now, you wish you knew before you went into the industry?
Just the industry, or about life generally?
About life in the industry. Anything.
Yeah, I would have listened to my mother better if I had a chance. I would have done so many things earlier than I'm doing them now.
Oh, okay. So you're saying if you could do anything over again, you would have done things earlier and you'd have listened
Yes,
to your mother.
yes, I would have listened to my mother.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Sir, what would you say is the greatest stress about the job, the career, acting? What would you say it's stressing about it?
Yeah, you see, if you say stressful, I'm going to answer it this way. I am prepared, or I was prepared for what I'm doing.
Okay.
I expected this. I went through the rigors in the school to do this job.
Okay.
So when I do it, I do not see it as stress.
Oh, you see it as
Yeah.
challenge.
I'm not really challenged. I'm doing what I was prepared to do. You know,
Okay.
a doctor going into surgery will not really see it as a challenge, except it's a very complicated issue. But in this case, we don't have complicated issues because we have pre-written scripts, we would have rehearsed, and we'll perform. So there's nothing that is coming new, or if there's a mistake during performance, you just walk over it, you know.
Okay.
Well, no, I don't. But then there are certain challenges when you have to work with people who do not have the same kind of training with you. Sometimes when you have a call time for 8 a.m., the people who don't have the discipline of the job, they'll keep you waiting, and sometimes by 4 p.m. you have not started working. Can you imagine 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. you're waiting for people to come so that you can start working, in spite of the fact that they have been given for 8 a.m.
Okay.
Such things are very, very annoying, and very, very, it takes the grace of God to work in that kind of environment, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. They do not, sometimes you don't blame them, sometimes you blame them, because I don't know how people will not be disciplined in their lives. Everything you do, you must be disciplined and you must be committed. So if you hold people up for close to 7-8 hours, then I don't think you're disciplined. Those are the kind of things that I see, and kind of puts me at loggerhead with other people. So I like to stay away instead of fighting people because of indiscipline.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, to anyone who would like to pick up a career in this path, what would you say, or what factors would you say they should consider before thinking about going into acting? What factors do you put up to them to consider before going into it?
First of all, what they should not think about it is glamour. They do not think it is glamorous. No. If you have that in mind to go into it, then you have started failing.
Okay.
What you should consider is not necessarily art for art's sake, but art to make a living and to make a difference. Okay. You must be true to yourself that you love what you want to do, what you want to go into. Okay. You must love it so that it can love you back. When you love it, you can give it all your attention and all your commitment, and then it in turn will pay you back. If you know what I mean. Yeah, I don't know how to explain that, but I'm sure if I'm good to you, inevitably you'll be good to me. You will not take my goodness for granted. Yes. Yeah, if you are a good person. So if you want to go into this kind of business, you must convince yourself that it is not because of the glamour, and it's not because of the popularity that you're going into. You are going into for the purpose of making a daily bread and the purpose of making a change in society. If you go, anything you do to feed you must be a very serious thing. That's the way I see things. If this is what I'm doing, I must give it all my effort, all my commitment, and I must be disciplined at it. I will not go for fake reasons. It's because it won't last.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the spirit of Pagepedia tradition, our guest for the day is to recommend 2 or 3 or more people you'd like to sit with us and get with us. So we'd like you to please look into the camera as you try to recommend to us.
Well, I'm going to recommend first and foremost, I don't know if his calling will allow him to do this, but I like to recommend Reverend Father Mike Umor, who is the director of the Center for Media Development, where we are right now. I recommend him because he's a dynamic, pushful young man who is strong in the service of the Lord and strong in making a difference in his environment. In this environment, he has done a lot for people around, and he has given lots of youth the opportunity to realize themselves, even if it is a stopgap. He has equipped people with things to carry them along in life. And somebody else I want to recommend is Mr. Bimbo Manuel. He's also an actor, a director, and a scripter, and a writer. Everybody knows him. He's dynamic in what he does. I want to recommend those 2 people for now. Yeah.
Right. So, what word of advice do you have for young people out there who look up to you as a source of inspiration?
Inspiration. Do I really inspire people? First question. For those people who think I'm inspiration to them, they should believe one thing about me straight away. I am very disciplined. In spite of my playful nature, in spite of whatever, I have very strong, good upbringing. I'm very dedicated to whatever I do. I am very disciplined. I do not break laws. I do not take advantage of things except opportunities. So let me inspire you to leadership and to goodness. Nigeria is a country. Don't forget that it doesn't belong to anybody more than it belongs to you. Do what you can to make Nigeria good. Try to be a leader with discipline instead of a follower. You shed the light on the road for people to come along with you. That's what I can say. And when you say the pledge, I pledge to Nigeria, my country, please be serious about it. When you sing the national anthem, let it make meaning to you. And then you know that you do not kill your tomorrow for your children in your own country. I think that's all I have to say.
Okay. You've heard it all, people, from Mr. Nobert Young. Be very disciplined. Be a leader. Key to your dreams. Be very disciplined. Till we come your way again next time. Join us on www.pagepedia.com for more videos. Have a blessed day.